I got to keep this.
So I told him, I'm vested in your success. I'm not vested in your failure, right? For example, people want you to fall sick, or people want you to get margin calls, or people want you to, so that they can make money off you. I'm exactly the opposite. I don't want you getting a margin call. I don't want you falling sick. I don't want you to die. Let me put it this way. I'm probably the guy who's praying for your bloody long life, right? And not just me, my home office is praying for you as well, right? So everyone's at home office saying, make sure this guy don't die because he's so super insured with us. He dies, we have a bloody major gap in our balance sheet. So my success is based on your success. I'm vested in it, and I want to ensure that you stay successful. And not just you, but your family and your kids and your grandkids and multiple generations if possible, because the longer you are successful, the longer I stay successful, and I'm vested in that. So I want to make sure that you're the goose that lays me golden eggs. I'm not going to fleece you up. Let me be very clear about that, right? Been in the business 21 years. I have no other intention of doing anything else. If I did, I already would have, right? I haven't made that change, and I don't see that ever happening because I'm absolutely vested into this industry as well. So I'm in the profession of providing financial services, but more than financial services and more than financial advice, I'm going to give you advice. I'm going to tell you what other families are doing, and I'm going to tell you the secrets of how to stay rich from not my book, but other people's playbooks, right? I know everyone's playbook. That's the best part of the story. I know everyone's playbook. I know their balance sheets. I know the way they work. I know the way they run their businesses. I know everything about them. And if I can find the perfect way to keep everyone doing what they do well and have that little bit of a competitive edge for every generation, that's what makes me who I am.
That's good. Now, I've got to ask you, because I've always wondered, you're Dr. Sanjay Tolani. So at some point, I mean, and there's not too many doctorates in financial services. No, there's a few, but there's not too many. So I'm figuring you had to be a change from something academic into this business. What was that?
So I actually did it the other way around. I took something from our business and made it academic. So usually academia follows, so academia does research and then brings out a practical application. What I realized was we have a practical application that has never been researched. Right? So I went kind of a little bit in reverse. I said, there's something that happens in the world, but no one's ever studied it, right? So I did my PhD in something called behavioral finance, right? And I was quantifying the difference between intention and willingness to pay. So everyone has the intent to buy insurance, but are they willing to pay for it?
Generally, they are not. Generally speaking, they're not until they figure out what's in it for them.
So it's interesting. Your website is Social Security Millionaire. My PhD was in Social Security. So the absolute title of my thesis was Determinants of the Intent to Buy and the Willingness to Pay for Private Social Security. That was
okay.
Because I live in a country where there's no tax, right? So I live in Dubai. We have no tax. We have no tax advantages to buy insurance. Tax is not the reason why people buy insurance, right? So they buy insurance for the reasons other than tax, which is not too many, right? So in the United States, everyone talks about the tax code, and they talk about, how you can save this money and how you can make sure your kids don't have to pay taxes, and, you don't have to worry about inheritance and liquidity. Blah. My country, there is no tax.
The state taxes too. So there's nothing to Planet Death for estate preservation.
We have no tax. Right. So we don't have income tax. We don't have estate tax. We don't have corporate tax. We don't have tax. So we don't have a tax code for insurance. So when people buy insurance, they're actually buying it for the purpose of buying insurance, which is protecting their family, protecting their loved ones, protecting the future. Actually, the reasons why they should be buying, rather than being worried about, hey, I don't want to pay Uncle Sam. Right? So I said, okay, what if Social Security was privatized? Right? Would people be having a higher intention to buy it? Because a lot of people say, hey, I don't want to give money to the Social Security because the government, I don't know what they will do with it, blah, 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 blah. So I said, all right, what if you privatized it? Would you still have the intention to buy? And number two, would you be willing to pay for it if it was privatized? And the answer was, it actually didn't affect intent. People's intention for the future does not change. So either they have the intention to protect their future, or they don't have the intention. Now, those who don't have the intention, they're completely thrown out of the model because I don't care about them. They can go to hell. Now the question came up, okay, if you have the intention, are you willing to pay for it? So what are the criteria under which I could calculate, are people willing to pay? So who are the people who are willing to pay for financial planning services or Social Security services or the future, right? And interestingly, my thesis turned out to be very similar to the health thesis, which was, who should you sell gym membership to? Who should you sell gym membership to? No. Interestingly, the best people to sell gym membership to are thin people.
To keep and maintain.
No, you go to the gym, you'll never see fat people. You'll only see thin people. The fat guys don't go to gym. It's the thin guys who go to gym. If you truly want to sell gym membership, you should be focusing on thin people because they are the ones who like to go to the gym. It's not the fat guy. The fat guy should, but don't include it, right? So I actually found out people who are healthy want to buy insurance. People who are unhealthy don't want to buy insurance. And I was like, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. That is our risk group. I mean, these are guys who should be buying insurance, right? And the reality, it turned out that the reason why they don't buy insurance is because they live in a state of denial. I'm healthy.
I have some health issues. I'm not necessarily in denial. I am compliant. I like that I have this stuff, but I'm also not completely in denial that, okay, look, I bought the gym membership 2 weeks ago. I haven't shown up yet, but I
exactly.
But I bought it.
And that's the point. You see, if I truly want people to, we actually did, so that whole study changed the way I look at financial planning. And I realized people who are financially responsible are people who will always buy my services, and people who are financially irresponsible will never buy my services because they believe that they are responsible. So I started focusing on people who are financially responsible. And so when I do my fact finding, as I would, KYC, know your customer, I don't want to know about their money. I don't want to know about their assets. I don't want to know about their income. I don't want to know about their expenses. I don't want to know anything about you. I just want to know one thing. How invested are you in your kids' future? If you're invested in your kids' future, I'm invested with you. If you're not invested in your kids' future, then, well, your kids can do whatever they like and you can do whatever you like. I mean, it doesn't affect me, right? They're not my kids, they're your kids. So how invested are you in your kids' future? If you can answer that question for me, I can tell you whether I want to work with you or I don't want to work with you. Because that's what I do, right? I'm invested in your kids' future. I'm not invested in your future. Let me be very transparent. You're supposed to figure out yourself, your future. investments never make money. Let me be very transparent with you. Investments don't make money. Hard work or a business makes money. Think about the richest people in the world. They don't do investments. They run a business or they do a job, right?
Yeah.
If investments made money, the richest people in the world would stop working and just invest, right? So stop thinking, oh, I'm going to invest money and make money. No, you're not. Okay,
I have to tell
investments.
people that financial planners never make people wealthy. Now,
No, we don't.
We help wealthy people maintain their wealth and pass it to the next generation. We, all the legal and the.
We are the gym. No, we are the gym. We are the gym for the healthy. We are the gym for the healthy. If you want to stay healthy, you got to come to the gym. You can't stay at home and say, I'm going to stay healthy. No, we are the gym for the healthy. If you're not healthy, you can come to us and we can help you get healthy. If you are invested into it, if you're not, stay at home. I don't give a shit. I'm a gym for the healthy, right? I want to make sure you stay healthy. That's my duty. I'm vested in your health. And I do exactly the same thing that a gym guy would do for someone who is vested in his health. They will personally train you. So I'm a personal trainer in the gym. Now you can go and use the machines yourself, right? You can do it yourself as well. The only problem is you might not be using it the way you're supposed to. And you could injure yourself, you could hurt yourself, and then you'll come back and you'll then still work with someone like me, but then maybe I can't do shit. So why don't you just start working with me? I'm not very expensive. The best part, I don't charge you anything. I charge the gym. I don't charge you. You're still going to pay exactly the same fees that you would if you went directly to the gym with me or without me.
Yeah. Lost opportunity cost. Yeah.
No, you're going to pay the same fee. You're going to pay the same premium. Nothing changes. Working through me just allows you to get good advice. And charge the gym. I don't even charge you. So what are you concerned about, right? So yeah, David, I've been having a lot of fun. That's the fact. I did my PhD because I wanted to prove a hypothesis that was running in my head. So I've actually done 2 PhDs, not 1, but I've done 2. So I did my PhD in behavioral finance and econometrics.
Wow. Okay.
Now,
Spell that.